Hey friends, and welcome to the world of Symfony 5, which just happens to be my favorite world. Okay, maybe Disney World is my favorite world, but programming in Symfony 5 is a close second. Symfony 5 is lean and mean. It's lightning fast, starts tiny, but grows with you as your app gets bigger. And that's not marketing jargon. Your Symfony app will literally grow as you need more features. But more on that later. Symfony 5 is also the product of years of work on developer experience. Basically, the people behind Symfony want you to love using it, but without sacrificing quality. Yep, you get to write code that you're proud of, love the process, and build things quickly. Symfony is also the fastest major PHP framework, which is no surprise. Its creator also created the PHP profiling system Blackfire, so performance is always a focus. So let's do this. Start off by going to symfony.com and clicking Download. What we're about to download is not actually Symfony. It's an executable tool that will help make local development with Symfony, well, awesome. Because I'm on a Mac, I'll copy this command and then go open a terminal. I already have one waiting. It doesn't matter where on your file system you run this. Paste. This downloads a single executable file, and for me, puts it into my home directory. To make it so that I can run this executable from anywhere on my system, I'll follow the command's advice and move the file somewhere else. Okay, try it. Symfony. It's alive! Say hello to the Symfony CLI, a command line tool that will help us with various things along our path to programming glory. Its first job will be to help us create a new Symfony 5 project. Run Symfony new cauldron_overflow, where cauldron overflow will be the directory that the new app will live in. This also happens to be the name of the site we're building, but more on that later. Behind the scenes, this command isn't doing anything special. It clones a Git repository called symfony/skeleton, and then uses Composer to install that project's dependencies. We'll talk more about that repository and Composer a bit later. When it's done, move into the new directory, cd cauldron overflow, and then open this directory in your favorite editor. I already have it open in my favorite, PHP Storm, which I did by going to File, Open Directory, and selecting the new project folder. Anyways, say hello to your brand new, shiny, full of potential new Symfony 5 project. Before we start hacking away at things, let's create a new Git repository and commit. But wait, run git status. On branch master, nothing to commit. Surprise! The Symfony new command already initialized a Git repository for us and made the first commit. You can see it by running git log. Add initial set of files. Nice! Though I personally would have liked a slightly more epic first commit message, but that's fine. I'll hit Q to exit this mode. I mentioned earlier that Symfony starts small. To prove it, we can see a list of all the files that were committed by running git show --name -only. Yeah, that's it. Our project, which is fully set up and ready to leverage Symfony, is less than 15 files. If you don't count things like .gitignore. Lean and mean. Let's hook up a web server to our app and see it in action. First, make sure your computer has everything Symfony needs by running symfony check:\rec for check requirements. We're good, but if you have any issues and need help fixing them, let us know in the comments. To actually get the project running, look back in PHP Storm. We're going to talk more about each directory soon, but the first thing you need to know is that the public directory is the document root. This means that you need to point your web server, like Apache or Nginx, at this directory. Symfony has docs on how to do that. But to keep life simple, instead of setting up a real server on our local machine, we can use PHP's built-in web server. At the root of your project, run php-s 127.0.0.1:8000-t public. As soon as we do that, we can spin back over to our browser and go to localhost:8000 to find Welcome to Symfony 5. Ooh, fancy. Next, as easy as it was to run that PHP web server, I'm going to show you an even better option for local development. Then we'll get to know the significance of the directories in our new app and make sure that we have a few plugins installed in PHP Storm, which make working with Symfony an absolute pleasure.